Hey everyone, and welcome back to our travel channel. Today, we're taking you on a journey to the stunning city of Antwerp in Belgium. We are on a road trip to Antwerp from Netherlands and now we are here at the Netherlands-Belgium border to enter into Belgium. Antwerp is known for its rich history, vibrant culture, and exquisite architecture. Antwerp is a must-visit destination for any traveler. We have now entered the city and we will park our car at convenient central parking location and we will start our exploration. We've compiled a list of the top places to explore in this remarkable city. So, let's dive in. Our first stop is the historic heart of Antwerp, Grote Market. This stunning square is surrounded by beautiful 16th century guildhalls and the city hall. It's the perfect place to start your Antwerp adventure. The historic city center is filled with narrow, cobblestone streets, charming squares, and beautiful architecture. It's a great place for a leisurely stroll. The eye-catcher here is the town hall, built in Renaissance style, on the foundations of the older burned-down town hall. It has been on the UNESCO World Heritage List since 1999. In winter there is a Christmas market and the square is decorated and illuminated. Various events are organized at this location such as the arrival of Sinterklaas, the celebration of the Flemish holidays, a flea market and the Rubens Market. Before the start of Tomorrowland, an international audience will be welcomed with DJs. Here in the middle stands the ornate Brabo fountain Brabo, erected in 1887 by Jeff Lambos and depicting the Roman soldier Silvius Brabo tossing the severed hand of the giant Antigonus into the Scheldt River. This area is always filled with tourists and you would see cozy cafes and eateries in the area. Just a short walk from Grote Market, you'll find a statue of a boy and his dog sleeping. That means you have arrived at the breathtaking Cathedral of Our Lady. It is just 100 meters from Grote Market. It's an architectural masterpiece and home to some remarkable artwork, including Rubens' Elevation of the Cross. It took 169 years to build before being completed in the year 1521. The spire is visible from many areas of the city and rarely fails to take one's breath away. Check online for the entrance timings and fees to go to the top of the cathedral. Once inside, at entrance you will see an inscription to the memory of the 1 million people died of the British Empire in the World War I, including Indians. The interior is a striking blend of Baroque decor and Rubens' artwork. The Cathedral of Our Lady is a stunning Gothic masterpiece that should not be missed. Climb to the top for breathtaking views of Antwerp, or explore its rich history and impressive collection of art. The church has suffered serious damage on a number of occasions over the years, depriving it of many of its most precious works of art. Our next stop is the Brabo Fountain. The ultimate place to learn about Antwerp's folkloric origins would be at the foot of the Brabo Fountain in front of City Hall. Looking up, courageous Roman soldier Silvius Brabo can be seen flinging away the severed hand of Antigone, a malicious giant that terrorized the region. Legend has it that by throwing the giant's hand in the river Scheldt, Brabo gave the city its eventual name. Handwerpen means throwing a hand, and that later transformed to Antwerp. Next up we will visit Hetsteen. It is the name of a small but pretty castle just on the side of the river in Antwerp. This castle is also near to Grote Market and you can walk till here from Grote Market. The castle dates back to the early 13th century and makes for some great photographs. In front of Hetsteen stands a bronze statue of a towering giant terrorizing townsfolk. This is worth photographing in front of the Hetsteen as the odd statue of Langwapper stands here. It is a bronze statue of a towering giant terrorizing townsfolk. It's a large peeping Tom character who is exposing his codpiece to passers-by. You can enter this castle and inside you can see some beautiful paintings and some art pieces. From this castle you will get wide view of the river. Inside there are gift and souvenir shops as well. There is nothing to be seen inside the castle itself, but the nearby Maritime Museum, with its collection of historic barges, is worth a look while in the area. Next let's visit the Butcher's Hall, Fleshhouse. it's just next to the Hetsteen Castle, around 100 meters from it. The elegant rooms of the late Gothic Butchers' Hall, Fleshhouse, include the former council chamber of the Butchers' Guild. The Fleshhouse is now a museum of applied art and archaeology with collections of prehistoric, Egyptian, Roman, and Merovingian artifacts, weapons and armor, ceramics, furniture, sculpture and woodwork, and coins. The building dates from the beginning of the 16th century. Since 1913, it has been a museum for Antwerp antiquities that has been dedicated to 800 years of musical life in Antwerp and the Low Countries since 2006. The Fleshhouse has an outstanding collection of musical instruments, including the remarkable harpsichord from the workshop of Ruckers the instrument makers. Now let's take a leisurely walk towards MAS Museum along the Scheldt River. This walk itself is an experience to must-have. It's a serene escape from the city's hustle and bustle, offering scenic views and peaceful moments. Take a peaceful walk along the river promenade. It offers picturesque views of the river, the city's skyline, and the beautiful sunset. It's a perfect place for a romantic evening or just to unwind. Also on the way you can visit Ludswezen building. The structure is located on the right bank of the Scheldt upstream of the approach to the Bonaparte's Lock. The symmetrically designed building on a quasi-square floor plan has a strong image-defining function as a binding agent between the old city and the port. This building is used for temporary exhibition spaces on the ground floor. There is enough open space in the front of the building for gathering with your friends for a party in the summer and enjoying river views. And finally, from here we will go to the Museum on de Stroom, MAS. It is an architectural marvel. It is a remarkable museum located along the river. Its striking contemporary architecture is a piece of art in itself. This 10-story building resembles a child's block puzzle and sits overlooking the harbor on the former site of the Hanseatic warehouse. At the entrance you will see this mini replica of the museum covered in glass box. And these wave-shaped glass panels do not fail to attract the kids. Always check for the entry opening hours and fees before planning your visit to this museum. Inside, you can explore exhibitions about the city's history, culture, and its connection to the world. Inside, you'll discover Antwerp's maritime history and an array of fascinating exhibits. The collection of 600,000 museum pieces gives you a refreshing view of the city and its centuries-long contacts with the world in permanent and changing exhibitions. This museum shows how the idea of compassion is depicted in religious and non-religious objects, works of art, folk objects, and decorative pieces, but also in music, stories, and customs. The MAS collection is owned by the City of Antwerp. In addition, the MAS also manages the collection of art from Pre-Columbian America Paul and Dora Jansen Arts, on loan from the Flemish government. The MAS collection is fully accessible online. Additionally, the rooftop offers stunning panoramic views of the city. You can access this roof terrace with escalators that leads upstairs, are accessible free of charge until late at night and are a tourist attraction. The rooftop, which is open on top but enclosed with glass walls, affords tourists a full 360-degree view of the city and the port. Here's where you will find the saluting Admiral couple sculpture created by local artist Guillaume Bile. It is well worth taking the elevators to the open-top roof for breathtaking views of the city. We will repeat, there is no charge for this. From here you can clearly see the port on the riverside and beautiful city of the Antwerp. All the tourist attractions we covered earlier are visible from here. Port of Antwerp-Bruges Merger Port is the largest container port in Europe after Rotterdam. The petrochemical activity in Antwerp is of great economic importance. The city is also a world center for the diamond trade. The city itself is sometimes called the Cookie City by some of its inhabitants because of the many cookie factories between 1830 and 1960 in Antwerp. In 2022, the municipality had more than 530,000 inhabitants. There you have it, our top must-visit places in Antwerp, Belgium. This city has a lot to offer, from stunning architecture to rich history, and it's a perfect destination for all types of travelers. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more travel inspiration. Thanks for joining us on this journey, and we'll see you in the next video.